On today's episode of MotoCheez.
What kind of bike do you have? Dang! You got shocks, pegs, lucky.
Bicycle.
See if we can make it up this hill. Wow, just very little pedal power, and we made it. Now let's see if it'll make it up this hill by itself. Wow, did it. Oh yeah. This thing does have gobs of torque.
Bicycle.
We're gonna do mostly throttle. Anything you do as far as pedal assist or anything, you're gonna get way better mileage than I am on this, just to let you know. We're gonna do our speed test. We're gonna do Anderson Hill. Let's go. Warmed up enough where it's just a little chilly without a jacket. Top speed limiter is set at 20. We can't figure out how to change that. Pedal assist though. Let's see how it pulls the small hill. $10 miles an hour on a small hill. We'll do Anderson Hill next. Still pulling it. Come on, 52 volt battery, 750 watts, should be able to do it. Still pulling it. Maybe, just maybe. Only 2 other bikes pulled this entire hill. Oh boy, it looks like it's gonna do it. Yes, it pulled Anderson Hill. It's the 3rd e-bike that pulled Anderson Hill by itself, no pedal assist. .7 miles. We use 1 bar of battery. Yeah, these hills suck them batteries down. Does handle pretty good though. Not bad. 0 to top speed, ready? 6, 10, 12, 15, 20, and that's it. Top speed. Like it's a pedal. 28. It cuts off at 28 on pedal. Take the scenic route. You're going to notice a lot less mileage on the battery at my Connecticut location compared to my Florida location because of all the hills. That's what we need for my driveway in Florida. That's it. We're gonna go for the dirt mound. Hey. Oh, this guy still has a Fiero here. Huh. I wonder why he did that. Key tag going out. Thanks, Cody. Which is circle. Taking a little bit of pedal power, but it's actually pulling most of it. Yeah, if the bike won't pull Anderson Hill, I won't even try this. That's it right there, Witch's Circle. That's why they call it Witch's Circle. Pretty cool, huh? They say this place is haunted and cursed. I've been up here a couple times. 17 and 1800 tombstones. Pretty steep, as you see. It does have a lot of power, but they must have the torque turned down. It was down 4 out of 5 bars now, and then it went up to 5 out of 5, and now it's back down to 4 out of 5, 5.7 miles. The hills are doing it, pulling the battery voltage down, and it goes back up as I'm just cruising along. Didn't bring my sunglasses again. I feel like Velma.
Hey, my glasses!
I'm doing okay pulling these hills, actually. Thumb throttle does get tiring on the thumb after a while. You know, I prefer a twist throttle. That mini truck's still down there. The door's open. Someday I'll see somebody in there and I'll stop and talk about it. Oh, another biker. Go up to 8th gear. Gotta make it look good. Gotta pedal by these guys. They hate us already. How's it going? See? Had that look. Haters gonna hate. Yeah, you want nothing less than a 750 watt bike around here if you're gonna be using a motor a lot. 8.2 miles. Just went down to 3 bars out of 5. You can go ahead. He's faster than me. Well, maybe not. Does not have reach end braking. There's that guy. Told you he's a hater, wouldn't even look. Don't bother me none. Downhill 32.4. We'll take the hilly long cut. There's a pretty good sized hill here too. See how it does it. Some bikes won't make it. The better 750 watt hub bikes will, and anything over that. Like the 500 watt hubs will not make this hill. 12.5, 12.3, that's pretty good. I think that guy's peeing. Or golfing. Hope he's golfing.
Ooh, that was a good one. Ooh, that was right where you wanted it.
10.6 miles. 3 out of 5 batteries still remaining. Oh, I got a Swan in there. That's a nice piece of property there. Sun's getting a little warmer. Snake? What the heck was that? Oh, garter snake. Fling garter snake. I like snakes. Yeah, I can definitely feel the torque when you're pulling up the hill, but it doesn't have that hard, torquey start. About 12.4 miles, 3 out of 5 battery left, even though there's quite a bit of hills, but then there's a lot of downhill on the back dirt road. Oh, just sucked it down to 2 bars on that hill. 1 bar, 13.2, but we've been climbing a lot of hills. I think there's like 1 or 2 more big hills to climb. We're in New York now. my god, a lot more hills than I remember. One more big hill that I know of, and then it's almost all downhill. Last hill, boys. 15 miles, 1 bar battery. We just climbed all those hills. Now we got a long dirt downhill. Now if we had regen braking, this would be great. Woo, big bumps. Oh, this is steep. Regen braking would be perfect for this hill. The brakes are working pretty good. Figured they'd heat up a bit on that because I'm on them all pretty heavily down that hill. It's a long downhill. One more tremendous hill until we hit one more other tremendous hill. Oh boy. Told you it's hilly around here. Still holding that 1 bar. 16.2 miles. Nice long downhill again. 38, boys. Woo! Into the downhills. Let's back up a couple sets of hills and we're home if we make it. Still on 1 bar, 17.5 miles. And it's still pulling pretty good to 20. So you might have enough to make it. 1 more hill and we're level, home free. Engine Pro 2.0, you can do it. The last and final hill. Oh yeah, that last bars would last quite a bit because that still had quite a bit of torque. 18.8 miles. Pretty darn good for all them hills I went up. Odometer's 18.8 of course. Maximum speed 37.9 miles per hour. Average speed was 20. Jeez, that's pretty good. Charger back up. Got the Engwe, designed in California, made in China. Engine Pro 2.0 in green, boys. Let's check this thing out. That's a short box, huh?
Don't you dare.
Motor Rider's helping out. Yeah, that's a real short box.
That's what she said.
Ooh, look at that green. I actually kind of like that green. It's like a forest green.
I like it.
Let's see what comes in the accessory box here. Yeah, looks like the neck for the handlebars. And in this box, pedals. And did you know these pedals fold? Just realized some of these folding bikes, not all, have these. Oh, look at that. They got playing cards in between too. See that?
Yeah, pretty cool.
Axle bolt, tool kit. See if there's enough to put it together. User's manual. Plugs for the axle nuts. A couple tie wraps. And a charger. A 3-amp charger. 6 hours of charge roughly. If it's completely dead. Let's cut these tie wraps and get this packing stuff off. Yeah, the green is like, it's not a flat paint, but I guess it would be, what would that be? Like a semi-gloss? That's where something rubbed against it and made it shiny. Matte paint or semi-gloss, not a flat. I kind of like it though. I like that green. Here's the front wheel. It's got aluminum solid rim, no spokes to deal with. 150 millimeter front disc, and as Chris pointed out, they are hydraulic brakes. Nice aluminum rear rack. This thing is featherweight, huh? Maybe weigh 2 pounds. All TIG. Even the TIG welds on the bike are really nice. Not a bad seat. Leather sewn, little cushions. Pretty thick tube. Take that keeper off the front forks. Put the axle bolt on. Pull that keeper. So the spacer goes inside like that. Tighten that up. Put these caps on. So it looks like this has to come off. Then that leaves your neck bearings loose. Slide that on there. And this goes back in here. Tighten that down in there so your neck bearings are nice and tight. And then if you look in the book, it doesn't tell you got to put that on there. So make sure you put that back on when you take the spacer out. Put that on. And then this notch has to go back. We'll line it up when we put the handlebars on to tighten this up again. And line that groove up in there. Get our handlebars on. Handlebars are on and tight. I noticed they put this throttle on the left. And I guess there's a little horn under there too. Maybe they did it because of this, so because of shifter. It doesn't have a top shifter. A lot of Loctite on these to hold that rear rack on. You got to put that on the fender. And that part is held on by the back part of that rack. And don't forget to put the brake light on. Yeah, these are in there pretty good with the Loctite. I'm cheating on this because you got to do it the whole way. Make it a lot easier. So you got all those tightened down. Use the nuts on this. Put that on the inside. They're a little difficult to get to, but doable. Now we gotta use the tie wraps and put it in these little handy dandy holders that they put on here for us, and then use the proper nips, or should I do it like that so people get cut? Don't forget to tighten this one on the fender. Lefty left hand thread. This is definitely a old playing cards or something that was in between that never got cut into playing cards or something. Recycle. And these are folding. The only way I knew they folded is my wife flipped over on one of the folding bikes she was testing, and this ended up like that, and I'm like, oh man, is it broken? And then I looked at it, I was like, wow, never knew. Righty right hand side, and it even tells you what direction to do it on the crank arm there. Put the light on there and the fender, tighten it up. That is a cool green, huh? That's not a bad looking bike. There's a key switch way under there. Yep. $99. See if it goes that fast. Let's get it charged up. Of course, you can charge this with the battery in the bike or out of the bike. Wait for the green light. That wasn't too bad assembly time. About an hour, huh? So you can lock and unlock the forks and adjust a preload on the spring there. Rear shock is not adjustable. Got a headlight and a tail light. 8-speed Shimano. The Altus Shimano with the throttle on the left. Hydraulic front and rear brakes. 750 watt hub. These are 190 MC tires. Max inflate 20 psi. Let's check the air pressure before we take a ride. Front's at 15. Put that down at 20. Looks like the rear is at 14. Let's get that pumped up. Ready to go. Bicycle. Well, let's go through the settings. Hold that button, power on the bottom to start it up. Up and down, plus and minus are your pedal assist levels. Inside upper button, info button, goes through your trip, odometer, max speed, average speed. If you hit the down button, it turns your light on. Advanced settings, hold the up and down buttons. You have 01P, which is your brightness control. 02P is your miles per hour or kilometer setting. This is your voltage, which it is a 52 volt. 03P. 04P is 10. 05P is your pedal assist levels, how many you want. 06P is your wheel diameter. 07P. 08P is your maximum miles per hour. For some reason, when I try to set this, it only goes to 62, but with the wheel off the ground, it'll only do like 23. 09P, 010P, 11P, 12P, 13P, 14P, 15P, I think that's your cutoff voltage, 16P, 17P, 18P, and back to 1. Then you hold the info button, which is the top inside button, to turn that back to there. And that's it. So the key switch comes in lock position. Then that turns it battery unlock position. And take the key out. Or unlock it. Take the key out. But to turn it on, it will not come out, and your battery's in a lock position. So I think it's a pretty good bike. A lot better than the version 1, that's for sure. 750 watt, 1200 peak. Has plenty of torque for the hills. The battery was impressive with all the hills I went up. And the price is pretty decent. So if you want to get one, I'll have the links down below and any specials they have. Thanks for watching.
Hey, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We'd love to hear what you have to say. Hit that bell if you want new notifications on new videos. Links for products used are in the description and on MotoCheez.com. Thanks for watching.